Well, I'm back. I'm in a bit of a rush. I've got two jobs to get to, and I'm against the clock a bit. I've been away for a while. I've not stopped working, but I've been a little bit too busy. Go on, mate. A little bit too busy to be editing, but also in that time I've been trying to figure out a new mic setup for my videos. I've been looking at and thinking about all the different ways to do it, and I decided that I wanted a mic in my helmet for my voice and another mic somewhere to try and capture as much as I can of the ambient noise of what's going on around me. Why it's been so tricky for me is that I do not want to do any audio syncing. The system I've gone for is, I'll probably show you a bit later, is I've got two lav mics now plugged directly into my GoPro. One of the lav mics is in my helmet, one is in my jacket. Well, I'm hoping firstly that my vocals are now nicely picked up in my helmet, and I'm hoping that the other lav mic picks up enough of the noise all around me to make the videos a bit better. But it is completely untested. I have no idea if the sound is going to be any good, no idea if it's going to be reliable, if it's going to be cutting in and out, if the GoPro can even cope with having two non-powered lav mics plugged into it. We'll see. So I'm not sure of how much today I'm going to film, because what I don't want to do is film a full day's work and then come to the edit and realise that the sound is knackered or crap or what have you. So I don't know how much of today I'll film. Let's hope that the sound's alright. If it is alright, then I think I've cracked it, and this is the setup that I'm gonna go for from here on out. I've also got a new top box, which I will show you later on as well. Obviously, not much to show you, it's just a top box, but I have upgraded the top box, which has been a help in this past few weeks while I've been using it. Definitely. So I'm almost at the first pickup. It's a screw fix with a local drop off, and then I've got another pickup which is going over southwest, but I've got to get both of these done by 10 o'clock, and the time is now 9:05, so that's doable, but I've got to get a bit of a move on. I'm not going to stop and show you this top box properly now, but yeah, there it is. Quick look. It's the Puig big box, 60 litres, so it's got double the capacity of my old top box. I know there's bigger top boxes out there, but I didn't want a massive one. And if you get a really big one, then you need a whole... I'll talk about this later. But you need a whole different mounting setup, basically. Once I'm in Wandsworth, my second drop-off, which I've actually got to do by 5 to 10, so it's going to be tight. I might show you my mic setup, and show you the top box. But let's get this screw fix dropped off, and then Keddington to Wandsworth, and that'll be a pretty good start to the day. Just got to take a snap. Thank you, mate. Cheers. course, having the one of the lav mics in my jacket pocket means it might not be picking up much, but it might be, it just occurred to me, picking up a whole load of rustling noise when I'm moving, so this could well be not a good setup, but we'll see. I'm hoping, if nothing else, my helmet mic is sounding good. I've actually managed to mount the mic sort of in the foam cheap liner, so it should be pretty well protected from the wind and what have you, but who knows if it's too far away or too close to my mouth or all of that. Certainly have had to lose my minimalist setup of just plonking the GoPro on the front of the helmet and having nothing else. That's those days are over. It's interesting, I was debating whether to go down this route of trying to get decent sound, and obviously a lot of the popular YouTube channels, I mean, I have no aspirations to become a popular YouTube channel. I just do this for a bit of fun and to make my days a bit more interesting, and to if there are any kind of experiences or anything that I can share that is helpful to anyone, then that's a bonus. But it's just a bit of fun for me. But you know, the popular channels like London Eats, is it London Hustle? I mean, they go for the kind of high production value, kind of entertainment route, which is great. It's why they're popular, but it's not really my style, and I'm not ever going to put that much time and effort into these videos, to be honest, because I watch Courier videos, but I don't hugely enjoy those videos by. I'm not knocking them at all. I mean they're very successful and well made, but the sort of videos I watch are kind of, they're often the sort of bicycle messengers in New York and over in America, some in Canada, and they're much more stripped back, you know, less heavily edited videos, and I like those ones because it's just, I like seeing New York, I like seeing these cities. There's one in particular, it's called On a Come Up, and he just has a GoPro. From what I can gather, he just has a GoPro on his helmet. He has no mics or anything, and yeah, his voice is hard to hear, and you know, you get wind and stuff, but I personally don't mind that much. I sort of quite like the stripped back nature of it, and that's kind of what I was going for with my videos, a kind of a much more raw vibe. Well, I've got 25 minutes from now to get this drop off in Wandsworth done. Don't know where I'm going. Might be going. I've got a Gophr collection here going over to SW18. So let's see quickly I can get there. Well, we've made it, and we're early. Well, we've made it with 2 minutes to spare. Oh, that delivery for Cara. Thank you. Well, that is both those jobs done on time, and that will be just over 18 quid for my first hour, which is good. I'll take that. Go get some fuel now. Let's park up here. Yeah, so the Puig big box. So this is a 60 litre one. They do a 90 litre one, but I thought 60 litres. It's kind of as big as I wanted to go. As I said, it's got double the capacity as my old top box, and yeah, it's much better than my old top box, and it's nice, and it's got a nice quick mechanism like that. Obviously that can be locked if I've got something valuable in here, but that also crucially stays open, doesn't drop back down. Yeah, it's good. I don't know if my GoPro, I don't know if you can see this, but I didn't want to spend any money or have a different type of mounting brackets. The grab handles on the bike, and then you've got, I don't know if the GoPro's picking up this, but two plates there either side, and they do come out to the left. They got some width to them, and that's mounted on there. Anything bigger than this box, and you know, the box would be coming out to like there, you know, it'd be way too big, and you'd have to either have some kind of bigger, wider, with a wooden board back here, that the overhang, I didn't want to have a massive overhang. This is as much overhang as I wanted. Or you would need some kind of tilting bracket, because obviously with most scooters you have to be able to lift the seat up. So if you want to have, come around here, if you don't want a massive overhang at the back, you'd have to mount it forward, in which case you'd have to have some kind of bracket where the top box actually tilts up so you can get the seat up, which is a good system, but that's more money and seems a bit wasteful, as I already had mounting brackets on the bike. So this, I think, is quite a good compromise. Happy with it. It's nice and solid, nice thick plastic. And yeah, it's good. It doesn't look too silly. For the people commenting saying you need a bigger top box, I've now got one, and I know it's not the biggest, but it's big enough. It's big enough. And the other thing I wanted to show you was my, don't know how best to do this. Actually, I'll tell you what. I recorded it in my phone. My setup was just this GoPro, ignore that. It was just the GoPro on the GoPro mount that it came with, and yeah, that was doing everything, obviously capturing the video, but also picking up my voice and the ambient sound just with the internal mics. But I discovered that as soon as you plug in a mic into the GoPro, it deactivates the internal mic, the GoPro. So that was no good. So then I did a bit of research, and I concluded that yeah, I'm going to need two mics on separate audio tracks plugged into the GoPro, crucially, because as I said, I don't want to sync up any audio afterwards. So I've had to buy the GoPro mic adapter, because there isn't a 35mm jack in the GoPro. That's connected into there, which means I had to buy a new side door for the GoPro to be plugged in. And then I've got a splitter plugged into the 3.5mm port in that. And then I've got two lav mics, probably can't see, two lav mics plugged into the splitter. One that's run into my helmet, it's over here somewhere in the cheek padding, and then another one which is sort of down here in my jacket. It was just that, and now I've got this with cables and then wires. Come back to my back to my GoPro. I am still using my bag, which I'll show you now while I'm showing you all my gear, which is 60 litres as well, so that's 60 litres. This is also 60 litres, obviously slightly different dimensions. But yeah, this is the bag I use. It's the HPA, just the brand. It's a French brand. I think it's just called the Courier bag, 60 litres or something. But roll top, pretty cavernous inside, fully waterproof, very comfortable, big padded straps with lots of anchor points. I've got the Timbuktu phone holder on here. I'll keep my wallet in the front and my personal phone in there for quick access. I use this all the time. It's so handy just to have that on my chest and access it without having to go into pockets and things. And I have my carabiner with my bike tracker, bike lock, garage keys. On there, I think I'll probably sit here for a bit, claim a suitable job and then head over to it. That is an effing heavy tub of paint. So after just saying how good my top box is, that's now not suitable for this. But to be fair, that paint is so heavy, I don't know what top box could be strong enough to take that. I was paying £8.70 and it is going 0.2 miles away. Oh, there, screw fix there. Nice one, cheers mate. Hello mate. Brings us up to, been working for just over 2 hours. That brings us up to £35. So I think I'm gonna call it at that for today. A test video. testing out the sound, and if you're watching this, then it means it was successful, or successful enough. From next week, I will get back to uploading full shifts again.